Let's go! Breaking down the matches, analyzing the fights, big cats got the scoop, shining the spotlight. From the big leagues to the underdog fight, Purr sessions got you covered day and night. With the roar of the crowd, we dive deep inside, uncovering the secrets we can't hide. Body slams and suplexes, we abide. Purr sessions where the wrestling truth resides.
Welcome to another episode of Purr Sessions Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, the Maine of Maine, Big Cat Tyler Adams, and you can catch us live every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube and Rumble. And here today, I'm with Levi Spade, I can't read shit because the screen's so small. Okay. And JP O'Reilly, the Hardcore Maniac, and of course, a lovely guest, Daphne DeVille. Oh my fuck, DeVille.
Wow.
DeVille.
I've never heard of
I can't fucking
you?
talk. It's as soon as the podcast goes.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right, guys, have a good night.
Crazy way to start.
Ridiculous.
Also, I'm just gonna
the intro. It was kind of
I'm
impressive.
gonna take 15 seconds to shame all of you and condemn your use of AI. All of you.
It's JP's fault.
I just
listen.
I don't support it. I don't condone it.
Don't look at me. I don't.
We don't gotta talk about it.
anything when
We
comes to
don't gotta talk about it.
promotional
We don't gotta talk about it. All right. I just wanted to throw that out there.
I was not affiliated with
That's a mother embarrassing her children.
I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
Bingo.
Well,
You
welcome
should
to the
be.
show. Thank you for coming on with us.
No problem.
Now, geez, it's been, was it 2 years since your last match at Limitless Wrestling?
It was almost 2 years to
Give
the
or take.
day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was January 20th, 2023 was my last match. And it was January 16th, 2026. Or yeah, okay. So the first one, 2024, my bad. Yeah. January 20th to January 16th, 2 years separated.
And that's crazy too. The how that all ended. Like, MSP was together for what, 7 years?
Longer.
I
I mean,
And-
if you, I mean, MSP probably about 7. Us as a tag team in various, gimmicks and such, definitely longer.
Yeah, and then nobody was expecting it. None of us was.
10 years.
Yeah. And
9, 10, something like that.
Aggro decided that he wanted to go his own path and challenge you to a match where loser leaves town, which was oh my gosh, it was a brutal match between you and Aggro.
I was there.
It was
So was I.
the waterboarding, the earlobe spot, which there's just the things that you wouldn't expect to see, you saw, and it's like
Somehow the spot with the exposed wood seemed like the least painful thing that happened.
yeah,
in that
it
match.
seemed like it's the worst.
It still wasn't pretty, but yeah, I mean, at that point, like, I was already so gassed. I'd already been through a pretty, like 40 minutes of bullshit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think it was the longest match I've ever been in. Granted, it wasn't a traditional wrestling match. We weren't running the whole time. We weren't doing crazy spots. I mean, we were doing, I guess, crazy spots, but it wasn't like crazy sequences, like blah, 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 bullshit, counter, reverse, fucking super kick, blah, 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 bullshit. But it's definitely the longest match I've ever been in, for sure. By a lot.
What was your mindset going into that match beforehand? Because we didn't know what was going on. We didn't know this was going to be your last match. What is that feeling of walking out there? It's like, okay, let's put on a show. This is going to be it for a while.
Essentially, I think the main thing was probably, thank God we're finally here. You know what I mean? It it was time. It was time for me to have some time, I guess is the best way to put it. And the whole thing kind of came together a little abruptly. I would have liked for it to have been spaced out a little bit more, maybe a little bit more build up to the match. If you guys recall, or if anyone else listening recalls, we had our last match in our series of matches with Above the Rest.
Yep.
Tristan and Gabe. They won, which, awesome. Great team, great guys. They're both amazing wrestlers, and
still one of the worst finishes I've seen. Just looks like brutal every single time.
Honestly, if I'm being perfectly for real, what was it?
Monkey flip into the.
I was gonna say, wasn't it? Yeah, it was their finisher, but the way it got.
Did I take it, or did Aggro take it?
I think you took it.
I believe it was you that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I had to take the pinfall there. That's right.
I believe it was you that ate it.
So, that happened, and then the turn happened right after that match, and then the very next show was the "If I lose, I leave" match, and I would have probably liked to have had it like at least one more show in there, but I came to the team, the Limitless team, with a sense of urgency of like, hey, like I'm not good, like I'm very mentally unwell. I'm very broken in a lot of ways. I'm trying to fix myself, but I'm going to need time, and I just can't do wrestling right now. Like there's no part of me that can get up for wrestling. I was dreading show days. I was dreading matches. I looked like shit. I felt like shit, like everything. And when the last match happened, I had already been on HRT for like 3 months, and Jossie was the only person that knew that at the time. Obviously I hadn't like come out fully yet, and I wasn't presenting full femme in public yet. I hadn't changed my name yet. None of that stuff had happened yet, and I wasn't quite ready for that. I didn't want to do that right away. And I definitely didn't want to do that while I was still involved with wrestling. So I kind of just was like, hey, I'm taking these steps, but cutting the cord here kind of needs to happen. And yeah, I don't know. Giving up that night was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. You know what I mean? And it allowed, I'm very fortunate in the sense that like the door with Limitless, and I think wrestling in general, was just I left it open for myself. And I think that on the other side of the door, Limitless in the wrestling world kept it open for me. You know what I mean? Not everybody has that. Not everybody has a home promotion as storied as Limitless. Not everybody makes a name for themselves in a way where the wrestling community will even remember them after 2 years away, completely ghost. So I'm very fortunate that I kind of was able to just take the time I needed, reinvent myself, and get back to what I love for the right reasons too.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, like, was that like a hard decision, because you guys were on top for a lot of promotions? I think before the show was announced that you guys were going to go against each other, I think you just dropped the Let's Wrestle tag titles as well, if I remember correctly.
Maybe. Yeah, that sounds right.
It was somewhere in there, because what's funny is that whole like span coincides also with my leaving of the state in general, which is why I knew it had been about 2 years since your last match, because that show was my last show with Limitless, and the very like 2 weeks later, not even, I drove cross country and moved to Colorado. So because you guys dropped the Limitless titles to POS, and then me and Dylan had the first title match for POS was against us in Island Falls, and it was literally like 2 weeks later or some shit like that.
Yeah, that makes sense, and that's kind of coming back.
That was the last time I saw That was the last time I saw Levi. Was the same night that was your last match, because I looked over at Levi and I was like, "Oh wait, you're not going to be here at the next show or any next show after that."
Yeah, it was funny because I showed up and people didn't think I was going to be there because they thought the the Let's Wrestle match that I had with Dylan a couple weeks prior, they thought that was it. They thought I was, and then I showed up to Limitless and everyone was like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" And I was like, "I don't leave for another 2 weeks. That was just my last wrestling match. I'm still here to work."
I got this aggro turning on you right here. Of course, there's no audio. The one clip I have has no audio.
Improv
commentary.
Where's Texarkana when you need it?
This bitch clapping in the background. What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know. I know some people were happy about this turn. Some people.
Not the man. I actually thought that was a woman. No joke. Not me misgendering immediately.
Oops.
Like nobody was expecting this at all. I can't. I think we were all talking about it the day after. It's like what the. Like what? And I think one of homeboys in Levi's state too that was around like just as long also did the same thing. Like a few weeks later they broke up.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, do you remember that, Levi?
I think so, yeah, because it was like, because I didn't know what was going on, but everyone was like, "Oh, you know, like they were our trainers and they were a tag team and they've been a tag team for like ever," and I was like, "I get it." I was like, "I've literally like this just happened."
Yeah, this just
I don't remember
happened.
who it was, but I know what you're talking about because it was literally the same thing.
It's sad. Blah blah blah. I'm better. Blah blah blah. Main
Excellent interpretation right here.
Blah blah blah. I got better hair. Blah blah blah.
Oh, wait a minute now.
Main character shit. Blah blah blah.
This was the creation of the main character.
Mm-hmm.
That's such. I love that gear too. The
I was just gonna say, I was like, that's the tragic part of all this. That gear will never see the light of day again.
Such good gear.
It's getting auctioned off at some point this year. Come hell or high water. I have all this shit I'm sitting on. That's my biggest thing.
Know, because I will throw money at that.
Yeah. I just need to figure out how I want to do it and like what I want to raise money for. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of my biggest thing right now. And I'm so
Here's
fucking
the wizard.
Indecisive. That was the birth of the Shining Wizard. I think that was the first time he ever really threw it.
Yeah.
And of course you took a gross.
Save the day.
Looked so
I mean,
great.
I prided myself on that. That's my favorite part of wrestling is taking other people's moves. You know, like I like selling. I like.
So that's where I get it from.
Yeah. I was just gonna say I love taking
the biggest compliment I got when I was out here was I knew how to sell. Well, when I sold shit, I had other workers believing I was hurt because I knew how to sell shit.
That's a huge compliment, honestly. Yeah. So yeah, you probably do get it from me. But I mean, that should be any wrestler who's worth their weight in salt. Like that should be like one of the top priorities when you get into a ring is the ability to sell. You should want to sell. I love selling. Selling's my favorite.
Yeah, it's like I was just gonna say, like all the stupid shit that I think of is like it's always something against me. It's like, oh, you could do this, and I'll best example would be like, just kick me off the apron. He's like, you're gonna hit bump on the floor. I'm like, yeah. It's like, why? He's like, because it looked gross. Just do it. Actually, kick me though.
Let it have purpose. Don't do stuff for the sake of doing stuff. But let me ask you guys this. Let me throw this out there. What is your guys' favorite move to take?
Oh, jeez.
I can start. My favorite move to take is a backstabber or a lung blower. A backstabber or a lung blower. Either or.
Take a nasty one.
Thank you. I do try.
I love taking a sky high. Like I love taking a choke bomb. Like I don't know what it is. Like I remember taking one from Ian Griff way back in the day, like first year. Taking one from a guy that's taller than you, especially when you're already tall of size, is like exhilarating.
Right.
I guess any move that gets me off the ground
Any move that gives me a fucking minute to rest.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. For me, that's a tough one. I like
Pile drivers.
Pile drivers can be
I
fun.
do like taking pile drive. I took enough pile drivers between the two of you that I do like taking pile drivers. I had a good stint.
You're just a fun, squishable pile driver guy.
It's funny because nobody hits pile drivers out here, and I'm like, man, like I could take a nasty pile driver. I had a good stint towards the end of the year where I was doing a lot of like spinebuster powerbomb type things, and I still fucking hate taking spinebusters. I took one spinebuster from Ace Romero while I was training, like before I even wrestled the show, and I ever since I hate taking spinebusters.
Power bombs are my least favorite to take.
Yeah, I feel like this is a basic answer, but I feel like my answer to this would be anything that's a finisher. Because I always ask, what's your finisher? And if I'm losing the match, my favorite thing is taking that final move because that's what I'm going to sell the most. That's what's going to look the grossest. What I'm going to make sure the audience knows is a kill shot. So I don't think I have just one specific thing. It's anything that somebody uses as a finisher.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say I can't remember the last move that I took was like, oh, that's I guess it would be Ricker when he gave me a splash in the back. That fucking sucked. I was on the mat and he just fucking splashed me. And it was like, oh, this should be easy, and just knocked the wind out of me. I'm like, oh, okay, that fucking sucked. Or the last friggin' Samuel Matthews and Lee's finish. They did it on the chair, just a spot for Crown of Maine, and we used a shitty friggin' chair with a edge on it, and I hit the edge, and oh, that fucking hurt for weeks.
I don't know what the last thing that sucked that I took was. Honestly, like the first thing that comes to my mind, and I always mention, is the hardcore match that we had when I took
the shitty match.
Yeah, when I took the sidewalk slam on the fucking ground and it almost paralyzed me. That's the first thing that comes to my mind about the shittiest bump I've ever taken. I really don't. It's not a whole lot out here that people do. I've done a couple of I think I showed you guys. I did the fucking slide apron bump again, where I got fucking thrown out to the apron. I missed it. My feet let go under me and I ate the fucking ground. It's become the Levi Spade spot because I can't land on the apron to save my fucking life.
Oh, yikes.
He's a small guy. You think it'd be a lot easier for you?
Recently, and not necessarily a bump, but I let Moxie for the first time and probably his entire career. I let him throw a chair at me like Sabu style, and it was a barbed wire chair, and I just took it head first. Wasn't the smartest choice. My head's still all fucked up a little bit, but I mean, I just let him do it. I laid down. I went, yep, that fucking sucked. That really fucking sucked. But it was fun. But it sucked.
Speaking of that, Amber, did you hear about the ring at Ring Wars?
Of course I did.
The ring.
Bad gas travels fast in a small town.
Yeah.
Bad gas travels fast in the rest.
We just got done the meeting. We're about to. We got done the meeting. We were all just about to go out back. Doors were about to open. 2 minutes before doors open. Big Moxie decided to take it upon himself to run the ropes like the old days, and he started hitting them at 110 miles an hour. And by the time he hit about 115 miles an hour, the entire post snapped in half at the speed of sound.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
And
I didn't even think that was possible.
Could hear it sound like a gunshot. Sound like a gunshot went off. And everyone turned, and Eric just goes, well, that fucking sucks. And we all just stood there. Luckily, there's just a small group of us, and we just went, what do we do? Well, we're all going to wrestle Bloodsport style. And I was like, oh, fuck. Nobody's using the ropes tonight. Everyone had to rework their entire matches. It was still a good show. Everyone didn't have a terrible match. But then, so they kept the ropes on. And what happened is the ring just started getting worse and worse. At one point, they just go, Eric goes, for the main event, we're just going to take the ropes off. And you're just going to have it as just straight Bloodsport style. I was like, all right. So me and Moxie, main event, fans bring the weapons, So I had the ropes off. We just did the match, no ropes, so it worked out. But the whole post is fucked. The whole post is just snapped in half, gone.
Yeah, I mean, I just, you have no words for that. That's the most Maine wrestling thing I've ever heard.
Those
in my
posts were hollow. Those posts were hollow.
I've never heard of that
storage
before.
Unit frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
They're
that's
frozen.
why they snap.
Why you should keep your ring in a fucking climate controlled environment. My dude.
I didn't know
That's
that.
the first
I
thing I
didn't
said
know that
there.
part.
You know, it's
That's the
fucking
first thing I
basic
said there.
common sense. Like, the fuck are
I was
we
like, well,
doing?
it's not temperature control.
I've never heard of a
So,
hollow post.
Luckily,
though, for
he has
wrestling.
2 rings now.
Yeah, right. Jesus
So.
Christ.
What's the worst ring that you've ever wrestled in?
The IWA ring.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Big Bertha.
Straight
yeah.
up.
Yeah. That's
Big
the other
Bertha.
thing was a death trap. It was awful. Trained in that
But
thing. That
because
was
we
the
wrestled
first
that-
ring I ever stepped in. First ring I ever bumped in. Had a ton of my first, like, I don't know, 2-3 years worth of matches in that ring. Awful. It's garbage.
Would
Shouldn't
you
have
say
been a
it's
thing.
The worst ring you've ever bumped in, done
What?
anything in? So would you say that's the worst ring you've ever done anything in? Bump, hit the ropes, whatever.
Yeah, I'd rather
have you?
bump on the floor. Like, it was bad. That thing was really bad.
I agree.
It was a
Everything
boxing
about
ring,
that
right?
whole setup was
Like,
like, I mean, it
when
was
I went
what
from-
it was, but the way that, like, you had to pack that thing into the truck so specifically, and if you fucked up, it's just like, okay, it's not gonna fit. We got to take it all out and do it
Don't
over
even
again.
talk to me about it.
Yeah, I've been there before at
Don't
2
even
in the
talk to
morning. Just not a cool time.
Yeah. You look at the time and be like, oh, fuck, we're in Brewer. It's still 2 o'clock in the morning.
I
Fuck me,
remember
guess.
fucking riding in the ring van to like Island Falls or something, and I'm like in the back, like
Yep.
on top of
On
like
top.
the pile of everything, with like probably like this much room between me and the ceiling, and just all the ring and all the metal is
Yep.
underneath me. And I'm like, if we flip right now, I'm gonna die. Like, I'm gonna get crushed, literally crushed by the weight of this fucking death trap.
Why?
And
are you
it's
in
just
this?
like, I'm just,
And I'm sure Eric didn't drive very well.
no, he's God damn, it stresses me
Why-
out.
why were you in the back?
Stupid. Because there's only 2-3 seats in the front, and there's like 4 or 5 of us riding to the show.
It was a
We're
cabin.
stupid.
Yeah.
We were fucking stupid. That's really all it comes down to, is we were fucking stupid. We didn't know any better. I mean, I knew better, but still did it anyways because I'm fucking stupid. So it's really what it is.
Shit.
We were young.
Speaking of IWE, before we get into your Limitless return and stuff like that, what is like the most memorable moments of IWE that you
God
can think of?
damn. There were so fucking many. The one that comes to mind, because you guys were talking about hardcore matches and like bumps and stuff like that a few minutes ago, is the fucking clip still pops up all the time, probably from JP's page. The street fight that we had with BRG and Malik back in the day.
Oh yes,
that one was crazy. The finish was
video.
nuts.
I wish I had it. It's on Facebook somewhere. It's not on YouTube.
Yeah,
but
I'm saying it pops up every year. That in the
I
fucking
loved putting that whole thing together, and I just love the scene and all the stuff that you guys did in your match with Aggro stems back to that match entirely.
Yeah, dude.
The spots with the wood, the earlobe spot,
The ear. I've been doing
waterboard,
this shit my
everything
whole
felt-
career. I know what I'm doing when it comes to these matches.
The-
I
the-
like telling stories too. I don't just like having hardcore matches just because I use weapons. You know what I mean? Like, I like telling stories. That's my whole thing.
Listen.
And like, you know what I mean? Like, that wasn't calling you out, although I probably it probably seemed like it probably felt too real for you. So sorry. But you know what I mean? Like, it's I just like thinking of these matches in like different ways than other people, I think. But yeah, you know, the board's exposed and everything. I mean, in me and Jossie's match, we didn't have a live lobster, so that was one thing that was missing. That was,
and you also
we had
didn't
other
have the women's restroom either. The women's restroom.
I forgot about that.
Great.
I definitely forgot about that. My favorite spot from that match, underrated spot.
The opening to
sure
the
we did
video
this.
is you're just knocking on the door. And just...
Hey, I think my favorite spot in that match, if I remember correctly, was Malik and Aggro were in the ring. Aggro's in one corner, Malik's across in the other, and I'm in like the middle corner, but on the outside on the floor. And Malik charges up to like run across to like hit Aggro with something, and I'm down on the floor, and I've got like a stop sign, and I fucking slide it in right as he starts running, and he fucking like slips on the stop sign banana peel style and like fucking takes a bump. And it's just one of those things that's so stupid. You could never. I remember having the idea before the show. I'm like, what if I did this and it worked? And I'm like, it will never work. And like nowadays, I wouldn't even try it because I know it won't work. I don't trust it enough to work, but it did work. And I know when to quit while I'm ahead. So that was the one and only time I'll ever do that. I thought that was super creative.
That's so fucking funny.
I think that's
It's
the
stupid,
first
right?
time you ever did the earmuff spot.
Probably, because I mean that was probably one of my first like real gimmick matches.
I'm pretty sure it was the first time you did.
Because like any other gimmick match I would have had, I probably would have been in the fog, and we probably had
2017,
the masks on. Probably, I'd say that's probably one of the first times.
Yep.
Hate that spot.
It's so easy. It's just flesh. It
I-
doesn't
that
hurt. It
I
doesn't-
think we
that
tried to
doesn't
do it
make
in the
me hate
Ultimate
it any
Survival,
fucking less.
but we did other different things too.
What was that? What just happened? What did you say? Am I fucking high right now? What is going on?
Glitch out.
What just happened? Can you guys hear
What
me?
is happening? Are we lagging? I'm good now. I'm
JP's
good.
lagging a bit.
We're here. I'm sorry. I heard everything you said. I'm sorry. My mother
know,
called
I
me
don't
in
know
the
what's
middle of the podcast.
I shut up because Amber asked JP what he said.
So did I.
Yeah, that's why I stopped talking.
Oh, I didn't-
was
And then
waiting
he
for
even
him to
first
repeat
got-
himself.
Oh,
And then
Levi
stopped
said
talking.
something.
It was so
My
awkward.
computer's.
Yeah, you're lagging crazy style right now.
I was laughing at what Levi said.
Anywho,
All right, I'm gonna try and pop out and switch back in and see if I fix
yeah,
myself.
figure your shit out. That match
be
was pretty
professional,
crazy. The swanton off the basketball hoop was definitely one of them. That's another video that still pops up every year on Facebook at the very least.
Yeah.
Stupid. Probably shouldn't have done that, but hey, you know.
I think that's spot is what Levi got banned from. We got banned from the Fairfield event from that spot because Levi did something similar.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You
what was the
remember-
spot?
I climbed up on. I had Kat boost me up to the basketball hoop, and then I jumped into the group of them. You don't remember commenting on my video? You literally commented on my video, and you were like, "Mine was better." And I responded to your comment and was like, "Did you do yours half paralyzed though?" Because I got up there and just jumped on the group of them. I was gonna do the swanton, but that was like at the end of the match, and at that point, I had already wrestled the whole match, unable to feel anything on my left side below my hip. So I still got up there and did the spot and jumped on them, but I did not flip. Because the hoop was here and the group was here. And I was like, if I flip, I'm going to miss and eat the fucking floor. So I just jumped.
I don't remember that or commenting that, but I believe it. And two, no, I wasn't paralyzed, but I practically was after I did it. Oh,
See that, and that's why I didn't flip.
Yeah, we got banned from that event. Well, that promotion got banned from that event because
they didn't ban us when I did it.
The basketball hoot spot and the pounce where I pounced Lee into the chairs. They were our chairs, but they claimed it was the venues. So they got butthurt about that, and they was like, "No, you guys can't no longer."
Be careful with that stuff. Trying to think what else. The good old IWE days. Being able to play the Brood with Gangrel was pretty sick.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was like definitely like career highlight, let alone IWE highlight. That was sick as fuck. Like how many people can say that? Like he had the blood and everything. It was so sick. We came out to the Brood music. Like fuck, dude. Like you can't beat that. You cannot beat that.
No.
Was the I wrestled what?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I wrestled Shane Douglas. That was actually my last IWE match ever. Was Shane Douglas, and I defended the IWE championship against him. I won, and then some weird fallout with John the Bomb because he's kind of a drunk fuck, and then he told me to drop the belt off, and I did, and then I never went back because he fucking sucks. So.
Yeah, I think I remember Eric was telling that story a little bit about it, and that's basically.
Yeah, I can't remember all the details because it's minute and doesn't really mean much in the grand scope of my life. But yeah, that definitely happened. Getting the IWE championship, I won it off of Ben. No, I think we all had it. I think Ben had it, and then I think Agro had it. And then I think I took it off of him in a triple threat match between the three of us. I think that was the first ever like MSP triple threat. I had like a cool ass entrance and everything, like a Mania entrance, you know, if you can call a match at fucking Dino's in Brewer, Maine, a Mania type show. But I had like people in like hoods and stuff. It was cool as shit. I defended it once against Shane Douglas, and I bounced the fuck out of there.
That's a good one. Have you had a favorite like venue that you've worked?
Fenway Park.
Fenway. It's my favorite.
So cool.
It's my favorite venue too.
Like how
I
can
talk
you
about it
top
all the time.
that?
It's my favorite venue too.
How the fuck can you top that? God damn, I'm trying to think like actual like proper wrestling venues though.
Yeah, because the airplane hangar is a close second for me. I wrestled in an airplane hangar over the summer.
That's cool.
That was fucking cool.
I've wrestled in something similar. Trying to think. I can't remember the name of it, but C4's main building up in Ottawa. I've always really liked that spot. It's a pretty iconic spot.
I've never done it, but I always think that wrestling in like a big mall would be fucking dope.
Wrestling in malls can be cool. It can also be super fucking lame. I've been on both sides of the coin there.
Luckily, mine was pretty cool. We had a good crowd.
That music in Providence is really like a sick man because it's an actual venue. Like you would go and see bands there. That's really cool. That was really cool. I wrestled there multiple times for What Wrestling Has the Tomorrow. RIP to that. It's amazing to think about the companies that have come and gone.
How did Grind's venue feel? Because I'm a big proponent. Like I love Grind, and I always felt like their venue was really like I liked their venue.
Yeah,
minus having to climb up and down for the fucking ring because of those stairs.
Sure. Yeah.
But besides that, the venue itself was really nice.
The setup and everything, because even like where the locker room was located is just none of those aspects of it were super ideal. But like once like, and I'll say this too, Grind does and did, especially with that place in particular, a great job with dressing up the space that they have to work with. And because I've wrestled for other companies in the Pulaski Club, which obviously it's over, like they're not having wrestling there anymore. So that sucks. Hi JP, bye JP, hi JP. You know,
bye JP,
bye JP.
Hi JP.
What a fucking idiot, dude. Like,
I didn't even do that. God
Jesus Christ, man. Sorry. No, they just do such a good job with like dressing it up. You know what I mean? Like it looks so good in there. Just all their shit's super tight. Like the production's really good. The lighting's really good. Like, and so yeah, the locker room setup isn't great. It's not ideal. Getting the ring in there and setup is not great. It's not ideal. But like, what matters is how it looks in the room, how it looks on camera, and all that shit's top notch. So I liked it there, especially when it was for grind. So
That's dope. Now, going back to the fog, it was you in aggro, right? That was so. With you guys starting the fog, in the fog, was that like kind of your like, hey, we kind of work pretty well together. Maybe we can keep going doing this ourselves, creating our own tag team.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty natural. Like him and I were, I wouldn't call us friends. I would call us more acquaintances because we were both involved in like the music scene locally around here. And he was really what got me into it because I was just getting back into wrestling. I went to a local show, IWE, and he was there. He had just started training. He just had his first class, and I saw him, and I was like, the fuck are you doing here? Because, we kind of knew each other, and he told me, and I was like, holy shit, I didn't realize you could do that. And then I started, my first class was his second class, basically. And so we were just always there. We were always riding to the shows together. We were within our class, like everybody, there's obviously varying levels of skill and everything, but him and I were always like neck and neck. We were always kind of like not one-upping each other because that wasn't the vibe, but like, hey, you nailed it. Hey, I nailed it. Hey, you struggled with it and I struggled with it. But hey, we both just nailed it. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. You know what I mean? It just kind of always felt like we were just on the same pace, especially compared to everyone else that was kind of in and out of those classes. And yeah, just forming a tag team just kind of was like, yeah, this makes sense. And I don't know, we lived close by too and everything. So we were like hanging out outside of like practices and shows and stuff. So just talking like, oh my God, like we found the mask and then we found the rest of the suit and we put it all together and we took the first promo pictures in my kitchen. Like, you know what I mean? Just like, that's really just how it all came together. It was kind of just, neither one of us planned on being in a tag team. We both appreciated tag team wrestling, but that obviously wasn't like, oh, I'm going to be a tag team wrestler. You know what I mean? That wasn't the plan. It just kind of happened. And that in itself, I think, is a beautiful thing.
I feel like I feel like that's when the tag team stuff ends up being the best too, because that's basically the story of me and Dylan. Like me and Dylan were just kind of both floating around and didn't really have much, and then we just sat down backstage at one show and like flushed out the entire idea of what we wanted to work with, and then we just ran with it. And I mean, we were a tag team wrestling you guys and wrestling POS and wrestling all these other teams and traveling all up and down, and that was like born out of literally just sitting in the back of a show, some random show in Skowhegan. I don't remember what it was. I just know that we flushed the idea out and we were like, this is what we should do.
It's nice when it can just happen naturally like that. Like you can tell like when a promoter is just like, hey, you and you're gonna team up either tonight or like I'm gonna have you team on my shows, and like it's just forced. And sometimes that works. Sure. I can't think of any examples off the top of my head, but sometimes that works, especially when you have two professionals that are good at their craft. But also being a singles wrestler and just automatically throwing yourself into tag team wrestling, like that's not the same. Tag team wrestling is a completely different beast. And I think people really underestimate it. So, but yeah, you can definitely tell sometimes when a team is forced, but when a team happens naturally and just kind of grows organically, like me and Aggro, the Fog, Maine State Posse, MSP, the vibe, everything, like it's beautiful and it just works,
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was originally another Maine State Posse that you guys actually did wrestle.
Yes. So the name was gifted to us. We kind of asked for the blessing. The name was only used in NCW and basically, in Massachusetts. There was different members that I think Fandango maybe had a small stint. Alex Chamberlain, I think even Johnny Primer, but the main piece was Alexander Lee. He brought us there years later to be like his cronies, and they were like, let's use the Maine State Posse thing again, because that had kind of died down, and it just kind of stuck, and we were doing it there, and like we had some dastardly times. Like everybody fucking hated us there so much. It was so cool, so fun. And then it got to the point where it's like, we kind of want to do this everywhere else. And we asked for the name. They were like, yeah, that's fucking awesome. Run with it. And that's what we did. So, and years later, we wrestled, I think we wrestled Alexander Lee and Alex Chamberlain. I believe that match happened. It's so hard to remember everything. I've had a long career.
I think so. I can't remember. I think so.
That sounds right. I think that happened. I'm pretty sure that happened.
Now, speaking of that, Alexander Lee, because he was part of the group, the MSP, and that turn, that was one of the still one of the most memorable moments of that of like all of Limitless is the turn of Alexander Lee on MSP.
Yeah, I mean, jeez, he is a gifted soul, but a troubled soul. I guess I'll say that.
Yeah.
You know, I love him to death. I'll always love him to death.
Yeah.
And I hope that we can see him pop up in Limitless again sometime soon.
Oh, I hope so too.
Especially now that I'm back.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see.
Well, that's a good segue to your return to Limitless.
Sure.
So I'm gonna be honest. Every single time Limitless has a rumble, I was hoping that you would show up, be like, oh, maybe Amber comes back tonight. Maybe like just the hopes. I know that you were doing you needed your space and stuff like that.
You're not the only one, so I'll say that. Last year's rumble came and went, and I had people messaging me afterwards and like, oh, I really thought you'd come back. And I'm like, sorry.
Sorry.
I thought it would have happened sooner too, but you know, hey, I'm just in no rush. And that's okay. That's just okay.
I think all of us was like sad, but at the same time, it was like, hopefully, she's doing what she needs to do and everything's going great. And when she comes back, hopefully she'll come back sometime soon. That's that kind of vibe
for sure. And hey, and soon is now. So there you go. It's happened.
It just when you came out, when you came through the curtain, the group chat lit up.
Exploded.
Really? It exploded. And I went because I wasn't watching. I was doing something else, so I wasn't watching. And the fucking group chat lit up. And I went, what the fuck? So I read it. I video chatted my mom because my mom was there. I literally video chatted my mom because I had to see you in the ring. So she turned the camera around and I watched your entire beginning until you started doing basic Rumble stuff. I watched all of it and I video chatted her. She answered it, immediately knew what I was looking for.
That's so sweet. I love that. It's very wholesome.
I was on Discord with my buddy and I'm just screaming. And he's like, what's going on? What happened? And it's like, oh, sorry. My trainer's back in wrestling. I'm so excited. He goes, what the fuck? You just gave me a heart attack.
Well, and I mentioned this before we started live, but I've been missing off the podcast for a little bit, and it's because I kind of lost my drive and passion. And it had been, I had kind of just been going through the motions.
Hi, JP.
But between Alec getting signed, because that was amazing, and then of course
same night too. Crazy.
Yeah, and then of course you came back. It really resparked. That is truly what has resparked me in the past couple weeks. I've been pushing I've got all brand new merch coming. I've got a brand new shirt design coming. I've got a brand new moniker. I've got I am, I'm in contacts with the best training school out here because I plan on, starting to train under their banner. Like, you and Alec getting signed has really relit my passion. Seeing the explosion in that arena relit why I love this business. So I had to not only be here just because I hadn't talked to you in a while, but I also wanted to be here to thank you, because even now you're still my trainer. You're still changing my career.
Well, thanks, kiddo. That means a lot to me. And I'm glad that you've found a little bit of a spark again.
Yeah.
I'm not laughing at you, JP, I promise.
I am, you dumbass bitch.
You know,
He's having-
so many things change, but some things still stay the same.
Yeah,
that's why
he's
we
still
love
being a dumbass bitch.
He's just so angry right now because I had to take my laptop back because my computer died. And he's like, I'm put with this piece of shit. It's like, fuck you, cat.
Barely running. I'm running on fumes over here.
Yeah, we can tell.
All right, let's watch this.
Did you know about this? The damsel of danger is here. The whole
Place exploded.
whole new lease on life. Daphne DeVille. Limitless wrestling.
And I love this
Ladies and gentlemen,
this reaction right here because that's the thing with the storyline is Aggro made you leave.
I was gonna
Are-
say
will
it felt like the perfect 3 to be there. Like,
Oh,
to be in the
100%.
center. It was
Right.
the perfect 3 to be standing there.
Correct. It's poetry.
Great storytelling. Great storytelling.
a loser leaves town match. They didn't say anything about the damsel. Oh my goodness. Johnny, this is incredible.
Well deserved holy shit chance.
Of that loser leaves town contest. Wait a minute, look, it's the chain. Wait a minute. Oh my God, it's the chain. I knew the Bacabella family had. Oh no. I don't know if you can blame her though. After everything that happened between Daphne and
Super
the
kick.
look on Channing's face.
The sound.
DeVille. Now.
That was a great shot.
That was a
Right
great
there.
shot.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Put
what to
that
expect.
next to
Go ahead, JP.
put that next to like when you guys I don't know if it was after the turn or if it was after the match was over. There's like a similarity to this scene right here and that, and like putting those together, it's like a very polarizing like experience.
I like that. Good insight. Way to redeem yourself.
Glad it could be a service.
Oh. Come here, fucker. Come here.
Yeah, you know, hey, you can't control everything.
The former team of MSP.
He might have forgotten. And
There's a lot
also
going on.
fed in
Oh,
wrong
is it
on
coming?
this, so it looked like
Yeah.
one of the worst ones I've ever thrown.
I was about to
because
say, I'm not gonna
Listen,
lie, that
okay.
was really bad.
I told him,
Listen,
I was like, listen,
It's
this side, take it like a reverse, like shoulder tackle, just on the other side. And he's taken it before. I don't know. I did everything I could. Sorry.
it's been a
I need to
little-
learn that when people are when I notice people are feeding in wrong for that on the wrong side, to just throw the other knee. I've never done it. I need to practice it, and so that I can change it on the fly if I need to, because that shit happens and it drives me up a wall.
Aggro does not know what to do with this. You would think after the last meeting you saw the chain. Oh my God.
I honestly was actually expecting like the same like hug to the low blow thing too, like a fuck you.
Aggro has got some explaining to do.
There were talks about like a hug or something right there, and I don't know what's gonna happen, but I was like, that ain't happening right now. I can tell you that right now.
Green. No
maybe 2 years removed, but the
This I
wound's still
saw.
fresh.
Yeah.
I saw this plain as day.
You know what they say? Die hard. Say this is unbelievable. The return.
Speaking of worst bumps, Nick says this is the worst bump. Worst move to take.
It's not too different, is it, Jim?
If you ever watch back when they hit it on this, it's because
that's
Amber
true.
lands full on his
But wait a minute.
and there you go.
We got
Bear coming out right after me was really special for me too. I just gotta say, because like Bear Bronson is legitimately one of my best friends in wrestling.
He just got signed.
And I found out about it officially actually on Rumble night, so I knew about it before the announcement dropped the other day. Just so fucking proud of him, man. Holy shit.
another one.
What a
well-deserved.
story he's had and continues to, write for himself. And then also like him and his personal accolades aside, like Gabby, his wife, they're my favorite couple. I love her. I love him. I'm so proud of the both of them. So just him coming out right after me is just fucking amazing.
Watching his work with adapting from doing all the stuff that he did, with Bear Country and that, become a dominating tag team, watching him go into a singles like kind of arc, and then also taking that singles arc and also going into the deathmatch scene was not what I was expecting. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, now we got a guy that can tell a story in the ring, and now he's also putting in doing all this dangerous stuff with the dudes that have been up here, top tier, like quality death matches, and you put a guy that big and doing stuff like that, blew everyone's minds away the moment he started doing all the crazy shit. It was insane.
He can do anything.
Yeah.
He can do
He can do
legitimately
anything.
anything.
Him and Slade was like match of the year quality for last year. Me and Randy sat down one night and was watching him and Slade for the first time at Game Changer, and me and Randy are just both looking at each other like, like, oh, this is how crazy he can get. Like it was insane.
Good points, JP.
Stranger to the Deathmatch Tournament Engage Invitational competitor this year.
I'm over it.
Oh, that's.
You ain't got the YouTube premium.
I do. I'm on the wrong account.
Come on.
I'm on the wrong account. I do have it.
Not quite Adam Booker, hold on. But not for too long. Adam Booker almost gets a front row seat. Adam Booker might have busted a rib. Just bounced off that guardrail. Charles Mason.
Let's see. Let's get to that point in the Rumble where you guys tease.
Yeah.
Right here.
Okay. Yeah. We had a little bit of a hard time getting to this. We got there eventually, and I would have liked this after the backstab. I would have liked this to have been able to breathe a little bit more, but hey, like I said, not everything is going to be perfect, but I would have liked this to have been just a little more elongated.
Yeah, because they're I think everyone was just like, "Holy shit, we're gonna see this again!"
Yeah,
the excitement of that, and then of course you get
the second, that happened. I just feel like that happened too quick.
Yeah,
for my taste, but
if you could have gotten, I can see what you mean. If you could have gotten,
just that
I wanted to go up and get
you
the
could have
crowd
really gotten
like I
up
normally would. You know what I mean? Like that was kind of the idea. That's how I saw it in my head. But again, it's not always going to be perfect.
If Channing wasn't there, would you have hit it, or you would have just been standing there, be like,
I mean, if it
okay.
was there, I would have hit it. Yeah.
I think that's the one thing in wrestling too. Like sometimes that people forget, like they're worried about those spots and shit like that, and not like what to ad lib just in case. Like I don't know how many times I think WWE there's the one that popped in my head was the Del Rio and the ice bucket with Big Show was holding up and Del Rio wasn't there, and he's just walking. Big Show was just walking around with it. It's like, okay, when you coming? Let's do this.
Yeah,
Hello.
tough scene.
Charles Mason has Brittany Brooks hanging.
That's also a good shot.
Yeah. So, with all that, like, excuse me, how the feeling of coming back, like, what was your like thoughts and feelings of that night?
Well, I mean, that night, like before the show started, and really that whole probably week leading up to the show, I was a fucking mess. I was a nervous wreck through and through. I was completely fucking, I was freaking out. You know what I mean? Like I was completely freaking out. Like, it's just something that it means so much to me, but I haven't done in 2 years, and I want it to mean something. You know, I was so worried about people not remembering me, people not caring, just, you know, all these things. Cause like me, like I naturally, I go to the bad spaces mentally, and it's something I need to work on. I continue to work on, but like, that's just how I felt. And I couldn't help it. And then day of getting there, we were like the first couple wrestlers there. Actually, probably the first wrestlers there, like actually on the show. Getting there early and getting settled in, starting to say hi to people, getting into the ring and getting stretched out. Getting my makeup done, but my wonderful partner helped me out with that. Made me look amazing, made me feel amazing. I was super stressed out about like, because I knew I was getting pictures done too. I was like, God, I'm so nervous about like fucking up my makeup and everything. Just everything, you know, just the looks got to be perfect, right? And I knew the gear was good, but I was like, my hair's got to be good, my makeup's got to be good, blah blah blah. Once that was done and I looked amazing, got my gear on, I felt amazing. Went out and took pictures with the amazing Harry Aaron, who's been taking pictures of me for 10 years. And seeing those on the spot, like what they were looking like, and just like feeling on top of the fucking world. And then as more and more wrestlers come in, like people I just haven't seen or talked to in like 2+ years, like it just started feeling more and more natural. It started feeling more and more like I was just home. And all those nerves and self-doubts were starting to go away, but I still was like, I still need to go out there and do it. And then my time came. I went out and I did it, and yeah, it didn't play out perfectly, but I felt good. I felt locked in. And so that was enough for me. And the reaction and the response was, I couldn't have dreamed. You know what I mean? Getting like a holy shit chant on my entrance, everyone freaking out and losing their minds, getting shouted out is like one of the holy shit moments of the whole show. Like I couldn't ask for anything better. And after the fact, like Harry was awesome. He was like, I'll make sure you have at least a couple of those pictures, like by the time the Rumble hits. Like we literally took those like an hour before the doors, and he like turned them around and got me some so that like I could change. I came back from getting eliminated and got right on my phone and changed all my socials over, like changed the name on all my socials, changed the picture, made the post, you know what I mean? Like bam, 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 bam. And like, bam, Daphne DeVille's born. Daphne DeVille is here. And then going out and just because, okay, so like when I left, I had my speech in the ring after that last match with Aggro, and I went backstage and I never came out. I never came back out. And I've been to a couple shows here and there, but I never went out. I was always backstage. I never wanted to really mingle with fans. It was just something I couldn't handle. I wasn't ready for. So after the Rumble, going out and kind of embracing the people that like made me, like that, all of that, and the reception online after the fact, like the days after, the messages and the comments and everything, like you couldn't tell me shit for days. for days afterwards. I still feel amazing. I still feel on top of the world, but like, my God, I wish I could bottle that feeling up.
Yeah, it's like I said, we were all chatting in the group chat. We were so excited that you're back, and yeah, just a fantastic moment. Like Levi was saying, just like that show had so many big moments. You had the AEW Championship defended for the first time ever on the independent show,
Huge.
which led to Alec Price and Jordan getting signed. WWE ID, was being defended, and of course your return to Limitless.
I think that was the first time a WWE and AEW championship have ever been defended on the same show.
Yeah,
Pretty sure.
I googled it, and everything that came up for Google was like, yes, this has happened before. Limitless Wrestling. It's like the show that was coming up. It's like, oh, so it's only been
That's
Limitless.
what happens when you read AI.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I know. Daphne's disappointed me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let's see. Your chance of music was absolutely perfect. The little glimpses of MSP, then the new song. Yeah, that was awesome. That was pretty cool that you did that. The little
all
snippets
Ethan
of
Scott
here and there.
He
good
whipped
old
that up like
Ethan,
an hour before the show.
That was dope. Now, what is your feelings towards Aiden Agro after that match?
Mixed,
But
I love him, and I'm always gonna love him. And that's something that we'll get to and we'll discuss. And the next Limitless show is February 21st in Yarmouth, and I'm gonna be there. And I'm going to ask for a live microphone. And things will ensue. And I'm not sure exactly, but yeah, that's kind of the plan right now. So we'll go from there.
Somebody's going to be hit with a microphone.
And then,
Not necessarily.
And then Randy's going to lose his shit. And we're all going to watch Randy freak the fuck out.
That's what I said about fucking MJF. He threw the microphone down. I'm like, you broke Randy's rule.
If anybody can do it, it's him.
Yeah. I wonder if after that match, because I'll pay for a new microphone. I'll give you 10 of them. I have the money.
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
Oh shit. So I know your time is valuable. You only got not much longer. I still had a few questions about you. About some stuff. The AEW Dark match that you had with it was Private Party.
Yep.
That photo of your reaction of, I think it was a chop.
I think so, yeah.
That blew up all over social media. I'm honestly surprised you didn't get signed then. Was that your decision, or was that they never reached back to you at all? Or
no, we had reached back out for more like dark work, but we never had any other contact with them after that, which is fine. Like I said, like that was obviously like probably one of my biggest career highlights, but again, like as a person, like I wasn't doing good. You know what I mean? So like I wasn't in a position to get signed. Obviously that's what I wanted, and I was grateful to get to that spot, and like sure, that feels like a giant step in that direction, but I wasn't in a position for that. You know, and of course, if I had it my way, yeah, we would have gotten a contract and everything, blah blah blah, but like, you know what I mean? That's not realistic. Yeah, cool. We made them look good, and I sold a chop really well, you know, yippee skippy, but the experience was invaluable. It's something I'll never forget. Would I love to be there in the future? Sure. But my biggest thing is my first go. That's all we wanted was to get signed. That was the only thing that mattered. But I also wasn't doing the necessary things to make that happen. And I wasn't in love with myself, and I wasn't in love with life. And with those two things not being on the table, how could I possibly get myself into a position where a company such as AEW would want to spend that kind of money and time and resources on me? Right? Like, so now this run, is about doing it right, but without the pressure and intent of getting signed. I want to have fun, but I also want to do it right. And then if I get signed, cool, but I don't expect to, and I don't necessarily want to. Would I accept if an offer came along and it made sense? Absolutely, for sure. I think any of us would, but I don't care about that anymore. And that's really freeing.
So that kind of feeds into, because I was going to ask, I know, Kat, you have a bunch of questions, but I was going to ask that because it had come to me earlier today about what this run kind of entailed. If you had anything, specific that you wanted to, go after. Of course, for me, like, I want to wrestle in Japan before I'm done. I want to wrestle in the UK before I'm done. But those are kind of basic. I was curious if this run was more about you enjoying pro wrestling again and feeling like yourself and feeling like you as yourself can now enjoy the thing that you love so much, or if you had something specific like MLW or TNA or something, something like that you wanted to specifically work towards.
It's really more of the first bit that you touched on. I want to have fun. I want to enjoy myself. I want to tell beautiful stories and make amazing art. And that's really it. And I want to be the best version of myself in a wrestling sense. I already feel like I'm the best version of myself. And I hope to be an even better version of myself tomorrow. And then in wrestling, I can only hope for the same thing. You know what I mean? I'm training harder than I ever have before. Do I think I'm going to go on this crazy diet and become like super fucking fit and like this amazing, like top tier talent? Like, no, not necessarily. I'm also fucking 32. I'm getting older. I hurt. I work a real job and I work like 60 hours a week. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to be realistic with myself at the same time, but I just want to do things right. And I want to do it because I enjoy it and because I love wrestling. And that's really all that matters. I don't have expectations of like, oh, I got to get out to Chicago and work for AAW or this year's a failure. I got to get back on Big Gay Brunch or this whole second run is a failure. Oh, I have to get with AEW or Impact or WWE or this is all for naught. Like, it's not about that. If any of those things happen, fucking awesome, super cool, great. But I don't care. Like, I don't care. I've already said no to more bookings since coming back than I did probably the whole last year that I was active. If I'm being completely honest, if I don't want to work for you or your show, if I don't see any value in it, then I'm just not going to. And that's okay. And that's kind of the freeing, beautiful thing about this run that I'm about to go on.
I think we all definitely looking forward to it. I know maybe you don't have thoughts thinking this far ahead, but is there anybody that you coming back you would like to work?
I have a list.
You have a list?
She's got her own list of Jericho.
So we went over this. I've done one podcast since coming back, and I only read a couple names off of this list. I'm not going to name everybody. I'm not going to sit here and just go through every single name on this list, but I'll pick a couple, and I'll try to make them not repeats. Let's see. I would love to wrestle Seabass Finn of Chaotic Wrestling. Yes, I would love to wrestle Seabass. He's a young, wonderful lad who has got a really bright future. He's got an amazing work ethic. I would love to wrestle him. That would be a lot of fun, I think. He's special. Mm-hmm. He's very special 100%. And I think very underrated. So yeah, I think that would be fun. I would love to wrestle Jody Threat. I've never wrestled Jody Threat, but I love Jody Threat. We've been on a couple of adventures together, various shows together. Jody is a very special person and an amazing wrestler, a very unique wrestler. And I just really value what she brings to the table in life and in wrestling. And I think that would be a really fun match. And let's see. How about a Shannon Levangie? Also of Chaotic, amongst other places. That girl is super talented. She takes some of the craziest fucking bumps I think I've ever seen. She makes everybody look really good. And I spoke on this earlier as someone who loves to sell, thinks it's such a super important aspect. I really appreciate that within her and her game. And that's what really attracts me to like wanting a match with her. I think that would be super fun. She's a super sweet girl. I think we could really do something together. So there's 3 for you. I don't think I said any of those in the other podcasts that I've done since coming back. So
Podcast exclusive.
There you go. Don't say I never did nothing for you, huh?
Yeah, that's.
I wouldn't even say that as a joke. Are you kidding?
Just looking at my notes really quick. I had written down. I think we covered mostly everything. Eric mentioned this when we did his interview. You had a crazy promo on, I think it was on TV against Tony Atlas. Tony Atlas was supposed to be your opponent.
Jesus Christ.
Did you see the look on her face when you mentioned that?
Do you want to talk about that, or do we want to just?
I don't remember the promo. I remember the match.
I don't,
because it wasn't much of a match.
It was a match.
I did do a promo. I kind of remember it. I think I said something about like, there's no excuse for elder abuse or something. I really can't remember. It was so long ago.
This was 2016. It was so long.
Exactly. Tony whooped my ass. It was apparently, and what I've heard, and I don't know if Eric spoke on this, but apparently Eric put out a hit on me via Tony Atlas. He told Tony to beat my ass because I was being a smart mouth little prick, apparently, which, sure, dude. I don't know. That's what I've heard since through the grapevine. I don't know if there's any validity to that, but wasn't it a cage match? No, it wasn't. I think it was set up in a cage, and then the actual match wasn't. But yeah, he came out and just kind of whooped my ass for like 2 minutes, and then I fucking got myself DQ'd and left because I was like, this is fucking stupid. He's killing me. He just kept chopping the shit out of me.
I had to wrestle him the next night. I had to wrestle the next night.
Yeah, still to this day, like some of the hardest fucking blows I've ever taken from this old ass man. Love you, Tony. Love it. Me and Tony have made up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I heard there was like legit heat from Tony, that Tony thought that like that promo was legit.
I don't know about that. I think that's Eric covering his own ass. I think he told Tony to light me up. That's what I believe happened. That's what I've heard from other people. I don't know if there's any validity to that. I don't really give a shit. It was over 10 years ago, but that's what I've heard. I don't think I pissed Tony Atlas off. I don't think he really gives a fuck about me or what I have to say. Personally, but I could be wrong. Maybe I did piss him off. He likes me now, so that's all that matters, I guess.
That's good.
Although I haven't seen him since I transitioned, so I don't know how that would go.
Might want you to step on him.
Maybe
the thought, walking into the room, there's so many things that would go through his head.
I will say, being back as a wrestler, but a female wrestler now, yeah, I've gotten some fucking messages. You fans are unhinged.
I bet you.
There's a fucking unhinged. Weird ass motherfuckers out there. I'll just say that.
I got people asking for feet pics. I can't imagine what people ask for you.
I've sold feet pics. Don't fucking judge.
Hey, $20, right?
It ain't $20, sweetie.
Oh my! I can already see the segment now. Daphne's DMs, and it's just
Yeah.
She just reads
You
them.
give me some
They
time.
are listed in the description.
I gotta get 8x10s made. That reminds me. So thank you. Hopefully gonna sell those like hotcakes.
I think we broke Levi. I think Levi.
Maybe a little. I was gonna go back to something, but I'm good.
Oh shit. All right. I think we covered everything. You got anything you would like to shout out there, Daphne?
I mean, I'm really just probably plugging my shit. I mean, my big venture, I mean, obviously like getting back into wrestling right now, but I'm kind of at the same time, and I didn't really plan on this. Like, it just kind of all happened at the same time. I've been talking about doing this for like 3 years. I've started streaming on Twitch.
Oh,
Yeah, I watch.
Ta-da!
It's great.
So twitch.tv/Amber a Bloom. Excuse me. Amber ABLOOM. And I'm just playing games, hanging out, talking to chat, chilling, answering questions, watching some wrestling every once in a while. Just starting out, getting close to hitting Twitch affiliate. So that's like kind of like my goal outside of this whole wrestling thing right now, like one of my personal life goals. So go follow me on Twitch, look on my socials, which would be Twitter and Instagram at Daphne DeVille 44. That's DAPHNEDEVILLE 44. The numbers 44. So go follow me. Look out for when I'm going live. I don't really have like a schedule yet because my life is crazy and I work too much, so it's hard to nail down a time, but I try to go live at least once or twice a week. So just come hang out, follow me, please. That's all I can really ask for, and help me make affiliate, and then I can move on to the next goal and just keep growing that little thing over there. It's fun.
Yeah. I'll make sure I put that in the description too.
Yeah, you better.
I will.
I can only type so fast.
So in the course, you said you'll be at Limitless in February
21st in Yarmouth, Maine. I believe that show is called Nomi and the Machine. Gabby Forza, the winner of the Limitless Rumble, is going to be taking on Donovan Jack for the Limitless Championship, which is, that alone is fucking crazy. And I don't think there's been any other matches announced yet, but I will definitely be there. I'll be in the house. So come hang out. Have a great night at Limitless. I look forward to seeing everybody. Oh, I'm so pretty.
Levi, close your porn.
That's my fucking Instagram, bitch.
I was talking about the other tab.
Was it really?
No.
Holy fuck. That'd be crazy.
He's like, no, double checking. It's like,
No.
No?
I've got Drive, I got Docs, I've got Pinterest, I've got Discord, YouTube, our group chat, and then
All right. We get it.
all right. Well, thank you so much again for jumping on the podcast and doing an interview with us.
My pleasure.
It's great seeing you.
Figure I
Haven't
can
seen
at
in a
least
while.
give you guys the rub now that I'm back.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Well, thank you so much. You have yourself a good night.
I won't. Thanks.
Okay. Quiet. Oh, I did it wrong. Quiet.
Whatever the fuck that is. Christ. I want you all to pet your cats and dogs and tell them you love them for me.
Okay, will do.
my dogs are upstairs,
better.
so it's not happening.
Or
Okay, well,
In
figure it
out of
out. Okay, I asked you to do that. So
I didn't leave my door open. I was gonna say I could call them down right now, but the door ain't open. They can't
Yeah,
get down.
four
Well,
out
tell
of
them that
arms
I love
reach right
them. Thanks.
Thank you. Oh shit.
I got one. Oh, it's my cat's ass. Oh. Got one.
Jesus
He did
Christ.
not like that. No, that's a fat ass cat.
Yeah, I don't think
Fat
any
pussy.
cat would
Anyways.
enjoy you showing their ass on camera.
I mean,
Yeah, thanks for having
20
me,
bucks
guys.
is 20 bucks, right?
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
It
Thank
was
you for
fun.
coming.
And maybe we'll do it again sometime.
Yeah, definitely. See you later. Oh, I moved.
Motherfucker, I'll kill you.
Keep on removing the Levi. Oh shit, that was great.
Oh my god, I haven't laughed that fucking hard in a fat minute.
Yeah, right. I don't think she was impressed with JP.
I mean, that's been our life story for 12 years now at this point. I've always been disappointing her.
Oh shit. So
Oh, the wife has spoken.
Yep.
Time to plug our shit. All right, y'all.
I don't know. He talked about other things, but he talked about talking about other shit, I think. But normally we do the interview and then match watch and plug our shit. I don't know. Well, what the fuck else?
He was telling me a story that the cat was puking and she thought it was the baby and she was freaking out.
Oh.
Thought the baby was choking, so she jumped 20 feet in the air.
Cat.
Yeah, it was a cat. Probably more surprised. Yeah, usually we do the interview when we call it. I didn't like pull anything else out. I was just gonna say
Royal Rumble predictions. What do we got?
Yeah, that's true. We got the Royal Rumble.
Me not giving a fuck. Next question.
Not giving a fuck. Nice.
Not giving a fuck. Next question.
Seems like it's divided.
Fuck yeah, brother.
Seems like it's in Saudi Arabia, and I think we all share the opinion of what we think about Saudi Arabia.
Kind of funny they signed a Saudi Arabian guy to the company while they're in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, me not giving a fuck. Finn Balor winning just because fucking it's me, and
it would be a wild twist.
It's me, and it'd be funny as hell if all of you motherfuckers are wrong and Finn just fucking ends up taking it.
Honestly, I would.
Because goddamn,
it's gonna take place. I see him doing a take place scenario. It'd be our truth. He takes our truth.
I don't think he's winning the Rumble, but fuck, am I too optimistic to hope he wins the Elimination Chamber?
No, well, he did get that rub.
Punk said win the Rumble. I don't think he's gonna win the Rumble, but that's because whoever wins the Rumble is gonna go after fucking whoever the fuck has the other title, and then Finn will end up winning the fucking Chamber and tell Punk, hey, I didn't win the Rumble, but you know what, bitch, I won the fucking Chamber, so line the fuck up.
Did you see the
and that's why he lost against Punk, because he's finally gonna get his goddamn world fucking title at Mania.
Did you see the dirt sheet?
No.
About the Rumble entries?
Bro, there's no legitimate fucking dirt. You can fucking say
it's always fake. It doesn't it's never as real, but apparently supposedly this one came out saying that Roman Reigns will be the Royal Rumble winner, and Chris
hence
Jericho
why I don't give a fuck.
Coming out at 30.
Yeah, hence why I don't give a fuck.
They already accidentally leaked the first entrant by accident at SmackDown. It was Braun Breaker as one. They were putting up graphics for something, and they ended up putting up the fucking Rumble graphic by accident and said entry one.
Did
Braun
you see?
Breaker.
Fucking, we were talking about this on my TikTok group. Did you fucking see that? They accidentally leaked Rollins is coming back at the Rumble.
Yeah.
On the fucking interview. Yeah, ESB fucked up, and the interviewer was like, so how do you feel about the fact that you're going to be back at the Rumble? And Rollins looked at him like, what the fuck?
Yeah, bro. You can
His
see
eyes,
Rollins,
he was like,
Rollins was like, oh shit.
Now we gotta call everyone's gonna call Rue's dance recital coach to find out if she's gonna spill the beans or not.
Yeah. You guys want to do oh, there we go. Fucking took 15.
And he's gone.
And he's gone. All right. So, and he's gone.
I'm the host.
15-20 minutes, but it finally happened. You guys want to do a live watch of the Rumble on Saturday?
I'm
not going to be able to because it's 2 PM and I got personal stuff going on.
2 PM. Okay, well that's not going to fucking happen either. I thought it was at night.
2 PM. They're in Saudi, brother.
Yeah,
that's true.
Didn't we just have a whole conversation about them being in Saudi?
I forgot they're in Saudi.
There's
Arabia.
A thing, Cat, called time zones.
That is true. If my
Danny's gone.
I think this is a sign that's telling you to shut the fuck up.
So what's
doing the
the
fucking
more likely
TikTok
of
movie.
what's the most likely that Chris Jericho will actually be in the Rumble?
How much money does TKO have?
That's true.
Aren't they still in debt by like
Wasn't there
9
also
million?
a rumor that Netflix was actually going to buy out TKO or something like
Bro,
that?
they could.
Christ,
They
I
could.
just could not give a fuck. I don't fucking care. Holy fuck. AJ Styles versus Nakamura was the first WWE match I think I've watched in fucking 4 years.
Welcome back, Levi. Fuck this shit. I'm done.
Jesus
I don't
Christ,
care.
I don't fucking care.
Did you not watch John Cena's last match?
No, I don't care. I didn't watch his last match. Are you fucking kidding
You're
me?
not a true fan.
He's not. He doesn't give a shit.
I told all my peeps over on TikTok too of when it came to that whole shit. I've never been a Cena fanboy. I get it. I get he was a game changer and it was a whole fucking thing because he retired. I give more of a shit about the fact that AJ Styles retires this year than I did about the fact that Cena retired.
Well, how do you feel that Gunther's going to beat him at the Rumble?
I hope he does because I hope Gunther beats him tomorrow. Then he finishes his tenure with TNA.
There's rumors that he's probably going to AEW.
No. I think Gunther beats him tomorrow and he goes back to TNA. He goes back to where it all started. He'll take the title for the last 4 months of his career, and then he'll put a young buck over in his final match, and he'll drop the title.
Could be. The only problem is that AJ is like up there in age that, like, even how good his match with Shinsuke was, there was so many fucking botches, so many. Maybe as a fan you wouldn't recognize, but as a wrestler you could see it's like, ooh, he fucked that part up. Ooh, he fucked that up. And like, I don't know if it was a botch or planned, but that knee that Shinsuke took from AJ Styles.
Oh, it was planned. Go back and rewatch their match when Styles is the leader of the Bullet Club.
I mean,
I posted multiple
I watched it.
That
is true, but
to show people. Go back and rewatch that match and then watch what they did last week or whenever it was.
So why was their match at WrestleMania terrible?
Have you watched it? Have you watched it recently? The original match that they had? It's bad.
No.
Go back and watch it. It's bad.
Shinsuke
was new to the company. He's barely spoke or understood English. Styles hadn't been in Japan for a long time, so I'm sure Styles didn't really speak Japanese anymore. So there was a language barrier. Shinsuke wasn't WWE bred. He was still wrestling Japan style. Styles was wrestling WWE style. There was too many clashing things in their first bout for it to actually be good.
Okay. I was just curious, like, why, like, this match was even with the botches was fucking great.
Oh, 100%.
And WrestleMania, all I've heard is that it's been nothing but fucking garbage.
Go back and watch it.
I'll have to. We'll have to. We'll probably do it on an episode of because we're still trying to finish WCW. We're watching the worst WCW pay-per-view on Rumble.
Jesus.
It's Halloween Havoc. We'll have to do it some other night. We won't do it tonight. I like the interview nights because it's nice and short and I don't have to worry about anything else. So you want to talk about your match at Ring Wars there, JP, really quick, if you want to?
Fuck me sideways with the cactus.
You have a match tomorrow. Or Sunday.
No, fuck me side. No, fuck you. I ain't talking about my shit now. JP, go ahead. Talk about your shit at Ring Wars. Go ahead, JP. Go ahead. I just came back to the podcast. Go ahead, JP. Go ahead. Don't mind me.
You know what? It was so much fun that I'd rather hear about Levi's experience.
I'll fucking kill you. I also dropped the cap for that bit, and I have no idea where it went.
Oh no!
So you said you were in a wrestling.
Well, let's see.
Understandable. Are we
Wait,
actually
what
going
was
to talk
that?
about JP stuff? I was just going to tell Levi, you were in a.
Jesus Christ! Somebody finish a sentence.
It doesn't help that JP's lagging on his end. I was just going to say, like, you were in a wrestling
yeah, it does
like,
not
funk.
help. I fucking hate this computer.
You were in a wrestling funk, which is understandable because I think we've all had it where we always like, yeah, I don't want to fucking do this anymore. So, coming back, what like? So you said changing your mind was with Amber coming back and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any matches that are you looking forward to your match on Sunday?
Yeah, tomorrow. Not Sunday. Tomorrow.
Oh, I thought it was Sunday. I'm sorry.
No, I have to wake up 7:00 tomorrow because I have to go pick up somebody else, and then I gotta go run up to get something else, and then I gotta go to the venue for call time. So I gotta get up at like 7 a.m. tomorrow, which is great. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, so my thing is that I kind of lost my drive I lost my drive because of the company that I was working for before, and I've been vocal about it. I don't fucking care. I will. There was so much backstage drama and politics and bullshit going on that it started seeping into other companies that I was working for and like threatening opportunities there, which is why I no longer work for the original company because somebody, whoever it was, X, Y, or Z, whatever the fuck, didn't want me in that locker room. And honestly, at that point, I said, fine, you don't want me in the locker room? Cool. I will not be here. So I laid it out for their GM. I like sat him down and literally told him everything that was going on behind the scenes that was getting ignored and told him that until that got fixed and until some of their other problems got fixed, I didn't want to work for them. So then graciously, very graciously, and I'll always sing his praises, Pete, up at Battleground Pro Wrestling, opened his doors to me. I worked for them after I came back from Vegas Mania weekend, because I was out in Vegas Mania weekend, and then I worked my first Battleground show as just, like literally as a fill-in. Like it literally was like, hey, I had 2 people cancel on me. I need a fill-in. And I was already planning on going to the show, so I was like, hey, I'm gonna be there. I'll have my gear. Fuck it, why not? So he brought me in, and I worked my first show there, and I've worked every show since. He saw me wrestle that first show and sent me the rest of the dates and went, tell me what you're available for. And I said, everything. And I worked all the way through. I believe I worked 11 shows for them. No, one or 2 shows a month. I think there was. So I think I probably 10 or 11 shows. Because Mania is what, in April?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was a show in April that I worked, and then May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So 8 shows, and then tomorrow will be my 9th one. Actually, technically, I wrestled my 9th one last week. No, I wrestled my 10th one last week, because at one point there was also a doubleheader during the summer. So I wrestled my 10th one last week, so tomorrow will be my 11th show with them. And Battleground Pro Wrestling, Greeley, Colorado, is probably, I can say without a doubt, the best promotion I've ever worked for. I will sing their praises. It's nothing against any other promotion. I've worked for some great fucking promotions, but Battleground is at the top right now of best promotions I've ever worked for.
Even better than Let's Wrestle?
100%.
Now, would you say the backstage politics is more because they were jealous of your that there's another guy here that could take my spot type thing?
I don't know. I don't know what it was. I think there was a lot of drama going on with trying to figure out a good way to word this. I think some people had an issue with how willing and helpful and open I was to helping people. And because that's how we are. We help people that we care about.
Yeah.
And I think that was just not a normal thing. And it got taken as something that it wasn't. So then that got taken as something that it wasn't, which then got turned into this, which then got turned into and it became a game of telephone, basically. And just all around ended up. And then, like I said, it ended up seeping. I think my second show with Battleground, it ended up seeping. That show was on a Saturday. I had a show on a Sunday. And sure fucking enough, by the end of that night, my phone was blowing up because somebody had started drama. Very ironically, the day before the other show, somebody had started drama and tried to get my name blacklisted from Battleground. Luckily, Pete, who is the booker and the promoter over there, is no bullshit kind of thing. Like no bullshit on bullshit, period. And immediately called everybody out and was like, I don't fucking care what the fuck else is going on anywhere the fuck else. When you step in my locker room, you're in my fucking locker room. And if you keep instigating this shit, you won't fucking step in my locker room. And it they just shut it down. And ever since, I've worked for them without any fucking problems. Again, very ironically, I also stopped working for the other company. So,
yeah.
And I've had no fucking problems. But that's neither here or there. I wish them the best of luck. I have no ill intent towards them. I don't hope they fail. I don't hope anybody gets hurt. They can have the best of luck. I'll keep Battleground Pro Wrestling. I'm in the process of starting to train over at Rocky Mountain Pro Wrestling, which I'm sure you've heard of. It's Al Snow School. It's the best school in the state of Colorado.
Isn't that the one we told you to start off with?
Mm-hmm. It is the best school in the state of Colorado. And that's the other thing. Training and wrestling that other show kind of killed my career. And that's what kind of destroyed my mentality when it came to wrestling. And now Battleground started to re-spark that. Battleground Pro Wrestling is giving me that drive back. And then Amber coming back, Alec getting signed, and then Amber coming back, like, just kicked my ass. And that is the purpose of, I know I get shit on all the time for the moniker thing, but that is the purpose of the Dawnbringer. It is a new dawn for Levi Spade in general. It is a brand new dawn for me. I like I said, I'm going to start training at RPM. I'm going to get, I'm already getting back, not even getting back, but getting into better physical shape. Like I'm still working through, Anthony Henry, who was my personal trainer for about 9 months. I'm still doing his regiment. That's why I was eating yogurt because I got hungry. So I was eating yogurt and protein and blueberries because that's one of the snacks that I'm allotted. And I was even telling one of my buddies, like I got to figure out the pricing for RPM and everything like that. And that's because like I won't wrestle Battleground if I'm not at 100%. And like I know that it's going to get to the point where I haven't been in a ring like training wise for so long that I'm no longer going to be at 100%. And I won't do that because Battleground is growing exponentially. And that I'm not going to be one to stunt that growth just because I want to work at this place. Like, just because I want to work, I'm not going to take a spot on a card, on Battleground's card, if I'm not at 150 fucking %. If I'm not Levi Spade when I step in the ring, then I'm not stepping in the ring. I won't do that with Battleground.
Yeah. And it reminds me of the drama, too, that we had with that one promotion we don't talk about, where I was told, like, oh, Cat has the best match of the night so far. And all of a sudden, all this shit came out of me storming out of the building and screaming about it. All of a sudden,
that one promotion, to give the two of you and anybody that's listening right now that knows what promotion we're talking about, that one promotion that you're talking about right now, that is the mirror reflection of what the promotion that I'm not naming has become.
Oh, great.
That is what that promotion is.
Cat stormed out of the building. He's screaming about the promotion, shit like that. And I'm like, and it's like, oh, Cat left. And it's like, I'm fucking sitting right here. What are you talking about? It's like, I've been hanging out with the Limitless Dojo guys the whole night. What the fuck are you talking about? I went outside to take a phone call. Yes. But like, what, who's saying all this shit? What the, it's like, oh, yeah, it's because, and then it was downhill from there. That's like, I'm pretty sure some certain people just talking mad shit because they had a problem with Maine guys. And that's the reason why none of the Limitless guys work for that promotion anymore.
Yep. That's why, like I said, I don't wish any bad intent. If, I've still got good friends that I'll see tomorrow that wrestle under that promotion. And that's great for them. They can wrestle there. They can train there, whatever have you. That's just not. I was burning a very slow death continuing to wrestle under that banner. And I needed to burn out the toxin that was driving me to no longer want anything to fucking do with pro wrestling. Yeah. And that's what I did. And Battleground fucking revamped that. And it re-sparked me, and I started moving, and I felt good, and I started going again. And then December hit, and there isn't a show in December for Battleground already. So I was already a month and a half fucking removed from having a show. So it was like I really was in a slump. And then I saw Alec got signed, and I saw Amber come back, and I went, holy fuck, that's what I fucking love. That's why I love the business. And like I said, I've got, tomorrow I've got my guys I've got 3 new 8x10s that'll be on my merch table. I'm throwing out all of my old 8x10s that, don't sell. I've got 3 brand new pictures of 8x10s. I've got a brand new merch design for shirts and hoodies that I'll have coming in. I've still got shot glasses, beer mugs, keychains, poker chips. Like, I'm completely revamped. I've got brand new shorts ordered that I'm gonna adjust to match the rest of my green gear. I already have another set of gear in the works that's gonna be a gold set of gear. But like, that's the whole idea of the Dawn Burner. It is a new dawn for Levi Spade, and 2026. I want to be the year where I can say, hey, I train at the best pro wrestling school in Colorado, Rocky Mountain Pro Wrestling. I wrestled for the best promotion in the state of Colorado, Battleground Pro Wrestling. This is what I bring to the table. I want to come home and wrestle. I want to wrestle in Mass again. I want to wrestle in North Carolina. I want to wrestle in Florida. I want to wrestle in fucking California, fucking Dakota, Nebraska, whatever the fuck.
If you're wrestling,
I want to be the year where I can say, hey, I wrestled in fucking 15 states by the end of the year.
If you're wrestling in Florida, let me know, because let me know when you want to do it, because we're planning on a vacation in Florida sometime this year, and I've already told Kenzie, I'm like, if we're doing a week, if you don't mind, and she was cool with it. I'm like, I'll hit up a promotion and be like, hey, you don't even have to pay me. I'm gonna be here anyways. I just like to be on the show, just so I said I'm in Florida.
Mania weekend. I hope to be back out in Vegas for Mania weekend. There's a couple of promotions here that are running down in Vegas. But Versus Pro Wrestling, shout out to Versus. I worked with Wes at Versus Pro. He is the owner and booker at Versus. I got to hit him up because I want to be like, hey, if you got a spot, I'd love to come out. I'll fly myself. I'll pay my expenses, whatever the fuck. I just want to wrestle under the Versus banner. And I stayed in contact with him after last year's Mania because me and my buddy Sean helped him out at the end of the night. So I'm hoping Versus will not bring me out, but Versus will, let me wrestle Mania weekend again. So I could say for 2 weekends in a row, I got to wrestle in Vegas Mania weekend. So I got a bunch of plans for, I want to get y'all out to Colorado. I've talked to a couple people about that. I want to get stuff worked out where you guys can come out to fucking Colorado and wrestle for Battleground so you can see what I'm talking about.
I'll be down.
So you can show what you fucking got. JP, I got a guy named Cryptid. He'd be a fucking perfect opponent for you. He is, I swear to God, he's the fucking Colorado version of you.
Oh God, I'm real.
Well, I'm not lying, dude. There are Colorado versions of all of you guys. I'm not fucking shit. Cryptid is the Colorado version of you. Dean Mercer is the Colorado version of Jason Gleetz. he's a little bit shorter than you and a little bit skinnier. No. Actually, I would say I cannot think of his fucking name for some reason. It is slipping my mind. But the former Battleground Pro Wrestling champion who just recently retired, that was fucking Dylan to the T. Like same build, same height, same everything. It's hard for you. There are a couple guys that remind me of you, Kat, but the problem is I don't work shows with them like all that often.
Kat, there really isn't people, up there that, that could resemble you because it's very hard
Sam
to
Knight,
breathe up there.
thank you. Sam Knight, thank you. Comments. Sam Knight. I for some reason could not fucking think of his name. Sam Knight. That was Dylan to the fucking T. I would say Johnny Crash or Sam Stackhouse are two that remind me of you, Kat. I just don't work shows with the two of them, so it's harder for me to come up with them.
Stackhouse is a wild dude.
Shut the fuck up. Anyways.
Hey, I'm just saying, there are Colorado versions of all
Yeah,
of
go
them.
watch some Sam Stackhouse matches. You'll relate.
Okay, I will. Actually,
There's
Hey,
things
there's a
that he
compliment.
does that you could- there's things that he does that you would ever dream to be able to do.
Oh, I bet I could.
I mean, yes, but it's still
Levi
a
knows
compliment.
exactly what I'm talking about.
Like
but
what?
It's still a compliment.
Like what?
He does a phenomenal top rope moonsault, and he's like twice your size.
I could do all of that. I'm just fucking terrified.
Yeah, you get to hit a top rope moonsault.
I mean, let's see
I
how
was
the
doing a
beat-
top rope splash, and I'm like, why am I doing
Yeah,
this? No
now
one will
turn it
ever
into a
fucking take
backflip.
it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, turn it into a backflip and talk to me.
I could do it. Give me a crash, man. I'll try it. No one would ever take it, but I'll try it.
JP
Anyways.
will take it.
JP, talk
What's
about
that?
Ring Wars.
A volunteer JP
No.
is tribute.
Talk about
Ring Wars.
the ring
was
broke.
fun. The ring
You-
broke. We
you know
kept the
what?
ropes on until Maine.
Do you know what? I
What?
thought of that, and like I think it would have been like nothing against Moxley, but if it was like you or me or like somebody that actually like could has been still wrestling, the match probably would have been twice as better. Just the shit that we kind of came up with no ropes.
Here's the thing, though. This incident would have occurred the moment the first match happened. It's just a matter of time of when it happened. It wouldn't have mattered who ran the ropes and the thing breaking. I'm glad that it happened before the show, because if it would have happened during the show, everyone would have been like, do we stay? Do we leave? Like, they would have been very confused as to
Reminds me
what to
of,
do in that scenario.
That other
So-
promotion that we don't talk about, when one of the boards snapped in half and was facing the wrong direction because
during a promo.
the normal guys weren't there to fucking do it, so they had to take the entire ring apart for an hour. No, 2.5 hours. We sat in the locker room while they took the entire ring apart to fix the boards and then put the whole ring back together, and then we had to go out and wrestle the rest of the show.
Yeah, we were supposed to be done by 11. Our match didn't happen till 11 o'clock.
That was the same show that we won our first tag titles on. That promotion.
Yeah.
Me and Dylan, our first tag titles, we won them. We beat the champions on the show that for 2.5 hours we all sat in the locker room because the fucking ring broke.
Yep. But I was just saying too, nothing against Zach. I love Zach right to death, but because he hasn't wrestled in forever, with no ropes, he's probably a lot less limited to being able to do certain things.
To
and
be
shit like that.
completely honest with you, that's probably the best match that he's had in probably more than half of his career. And
That's good.
everybody that was in the room could attest to that. The way that we told that story was perfect, and there was no botches, there was no mistakes or anything. The only thing really that ever happened the whole match was right at the very end in the finish. It was just kind of an in the moment kind of feel. There was a lot of emotion. He got me up for the TKO, and he just had a little bit too much momentum coming forward. Fell back down onto my feet, just recovered, and then he popped me back up, gave me a TKO through 2 doors, and it was a Cinderella story. So it was really good.
Well, then I take it back. Then
we did a lot of stuff that I had to talk him into when we put it together. There were a lot of things that he was questionable about, and it wasn't questionable for him taking, it was questionable for him doing to me. And I told him that I was completely comfortable with whatever I had suggested to have him do. We did the chair spot. I told him, I was like, I want you to pick up this barbed wire chair. I want you to saw boot me with it. And he was like, I don't feel comfortable doing that. And I was like, yeah, I wouldn't tell you to do it if I didn't feel comfortable doing it. You are totally okay and fine with doing it. And we did it. It sucked for like a minute, but it was fine, man. It looked really good, and it was pretty gnarly. I still got the marks on the back of my head from it. But between that and other things, like, what's up?
well, I take it back then.
Oh, you're good. I was gonna say shout out to Nico, who is the guy that I wrestled last Saturday. Shout out to him because we had a great match. Considering again we had no show in December, and I have not been able to afford to start training at Rocky Mountain. That match was great, even though the ring was super fucking small. It was still a great match.
Have you wrestled in a midget ring?
No, not that bad, but it was a low boy, and it was
I have
tight, and it was. But either way,
so many people got hurt that night.
Great match. It was a great like tester warm up for me because like tomorrow we're back at our normal Battleground venue, like against our battle with all of our Battleground people. So last Saturday was a great like warm up match for me to make sure that I still had it and I was still good for it. And also I want to show this on the podcast for anybody that hasn't seen it, just because it's disgusting and I love it so much.
Oh, the kick. So you look like you knocked the guy the fuck out.
Jesus.
You look like you clipped him too.
It's disgusting and I love it so much. My baby boy.
I might not be able to pull it up on here because
I also cannot wait for the pictures of this show to drop. Watch. Do you see him?
Yeah.
Our camera guy, the professional camera guy, showed up and was taking pictures. And I watched this back, and you could see his camera's up. I may, after 5 years of throwing this spin kick, he may finally have gotten a fucking photo of me connecting with the dude's face. I cannot express how long I have wanted one of those crisp fucking photos where you can see the connection with the face. And I think this photographer might have finally gotten me one, and it will be an 8x10 faster than it gets posted. Like, as soon as I see it, I'm getting a stack of 15 8x10s if he caught one with my foot on this dude's face.
I'll show it through here. It's not gonna look pretty, but this was the chair shot. Oh god, it's gonna look shitty.
Hey, that ring got no ropes.
Damn right. Dead.
That was
Dead.
gross.
Dead. I wish I could show better quality, but I fucking I told him and he sent it. It was great. It sucked for about a minute, but yeah, it was.
I hope you do get pictures because I would ask for one. I want one of those spinning kicks.
I hope. Because he was like perfect position, perfect, like exactly ready. I'm waiting for those pictures to drop because I pray that he caught it.
We did a very unique bump that I had never done before. So Moxie brought a bunch of D&D dice, and we did a D&D bump essentially with the dice.
Oh my god,
Bro, let me tell you, those D4s fucking suck.
oh I bet. Yeah.
So we
the
do
meme of people stepping on a D4 and dying is there's a reason for it.
So the chair shot also followed up with we did a spot with a trash can, and after the trash can spot, he took the D&D dice. Yeah, he took the D&D dice, he dumped them right in the center of the ring.
That would suck.
Picked me up for the TKO. I reversed out of the TKO, and because there were no ropes, I would have, if there was ropes, I would have came off the ropes and hit him with the missile drop kick. I just reversed off the TKO, got as much distance as I could, no momentum, and I just ran and I square kicked, drop kicked him right in the chest. He took a bump right into those dice. He sat right up. I could tell that he could feel it. He laid back down, and then I gave him a senton right after. It's the fucking
You're a
D4.
cunt.
I'm an asshole. But then after that, we did a couple more things, and then I ended up bumping in them, and I go, "Oh, this actually does suck." It was wild, but no, D4s, fuck that.
All right, take thumbtacks. Fuck that.
100% rather take thumbtacks.
Yeah, those will hit your muscles. The thumbtacks won't. It'll just makes your skin. The fucking D4s will go right into your spine.
Oh shit. All right, let's fucking end this bitch. Levi, where we can find you?
English? You English kid.
Levi, where can we find you? Do your plugs, fucker.
You can find me on Levi Spade 1 on Instagram. You can find me at Levi Spade on, I believe it's Levi Spade. Is it Levi Spade? Man, it's been a while since I plugged this shit. Yeah. You can find me Levi Spade 1 on Instagram. You can find me Levi Spade on YouTube. You can find me on twitch.tv/Tears Gaming, TYRSGAMMING. Catch me tomorrow, Greeley, Colorado, Greeley Recreational Center. Battleground Pro Wrestling, my home away from home, is
look at that
back.
sweet jacket.
Is back with Uprising. It is the birth of the rebirth of the Dawnbringer Levi Spade. I'm going against Logan Chase. It will be an interesting match. You can also find me on TikTok, but don't, because I have to make a new TikTok because I can't get into that other account. So there'll be a new one coming soon.
All right, JP, go ahead.
You can catch me at GP O'Reilly on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pornhub, RedTube. I don't know, one of the others. TikTok. You're a fucking douchebag.
I'm sure if you look up JP O'Reilly on Pornhub, something's gonna come up.
Dude, didn't you have a Blizzard's whatever it was? The
Brazzers,
whatever the fuck it is.
It's not. It was a logo, and I will talk about it in the next coming weeks of the pod, especially going into March, because it's a photo that I have to print off. It can't get posted. Apparently, it got taken down because of the logo. It's an old photo from over 10 years ago. My third ever wrestling match I ever had with Wrecking Ball Legursky. His Wrecking Ball's coming up in March, and it's the first time I'm going to see him since I ever had that match. So I'm gonna show him that photo, and we're probably gonna have him sign it. We're gonna take a photo together. It's gonna be fucking hilarious because I don't think he's ever seen the photo with the Brazzers logo on it. So it's going to be hilarious because Randy's the one that made it. So that's the funniest shit. But
I'm still waiting for a fan to fucking make a Pornhub account or whatever and fucking put all your matches on it.
Matches on there, yeah. I mean, yeah, I can see it happening. The next time you can see me wrestling isn't going to be until March. It's going to be Friday, March 6th. We come back to Gino's. Gino's is my favorite fucking place in the state to wrestle in. The crowd is insane. We do so much crazy shit, and it's electrifying there. The amount you got music, you got wrestling, you got fucking crazy ass kids, crazy ass venue. It's amazing. That's down in Portland, and then March 13th and 14th, we got double headers, baby, back to back. We got Friday the 13th. What a perfect fucking time for wrestling show on Friday the 13th. We're going to have...
This is in March?
Yeah, March. That's my next show.
That's crazy. We have 2 Friday the 13th this year.
Oh, really?
No, 3 Friday the 13th this year. Yeah, because February is Friday the 13th too. February is Friday the 13th, March is Friday the 13th, and November is Friday the 13th.
That's so weird.
We have 3 Friday the 13th this year. I just noticed it because me and my wife come back from vacation on Friday the 13th in February. So I was like, wait a minute.
Back to back. That's crazy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. It shot my brain off.
Maine Premier Wrestling catches the Skowhegan Community Center in Skowhegan. We have ODB from TNA doing her final tour of wrestling. She's been wrestling, oh god, it's been 25 years she's been wrestling. She come back, do one last run. She's hoping that by the end of her run that she can do something. She hasn't been confirmed for anything, but hopefully she'll be able to get back on TNA to end her career. But she's going to be doing that Friday show in Skowhegan, and then the following day we're going to be having Ring Wars 8. ODB will be on that show. You will also catch me on that show. That'll be at the Brewer Auditorium right in Brewer, so nice and local for us, and it'll be fun. And then after that, you can catch me at the end of the month on the 28th. You can catch me at North Atlantic Wrestling in Winslow, right outside my hometown, doing a fundraiser show. So, on Saturday the 28th. That's what I got so far.
You're a better one for you.
Fuck you.
Just do it like JP.
As always, I always plug this before Kat plugs and ends the show. Make sure special thanks again to Amber for coming on the show and talking all things wrestling with us. Of course, she trained all of us. She's a very special person to me. I know she's very special to JP. I know she's very special to Kat. But there would be no Levi Spade, I can definitely say for sure, if it was not for Amber. So I appreciate that's the first time me and Amber have talked in literally 2 years. So it seriously felt like catching up with an old friend.
That's the most that I've talked to Amber in about 2 years. Like she's been at shows here and there, but like it's been very behind the scenes, just like chilling and watching and leaving. Yeah. So that was the most that I've been able to conversate.
Was very funny. I have not laughed that hard in a while, so I am very glad that I made this my comeback show. But as always, thank you, Amber. Check out her Instagram and her Twitch, and make sure that you are watching and you show up to Limitless Wrestling on Friday the 21st for Go Know Me and the Machine in the Yarmouth AM Bet Center in Maine
in February.
Now you can plug your shit, Cat, and end the show.
All right, Big Cat Tyler Adams on Instagram and TikTok, Tyler Adams on Twitter and Facebook. I rarely do Twitter, so don't even bother. You can catch us live every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have a show in March, but it's not announced yet. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. It helps out with the algorithm. Go to our audio platforms, 5-star, do comments, share that. We appreciate it. Rumble, follow us. And other than that, we'll be back, I guess, next week with Aiden Agra watch. I don't think anyone's doing anything next week, so we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll do a special show or something like that. Maybe we'll just sit down and we'll watch the rest of that WCW shit.
Maybes. Make sure you check the description for all the links. And
yes,
thank y'all for being here.
Yes. Other than that, thank you, fuck you, bye. And we'll catch you guys next week as I'm looking for the outro.
Signing off, but we ain't saying goodbye. Keep your fans like steel, reaching for the sky. Professional wrestling, we'll never let it go. Big cats in the house, bringing the rumble to the show.
I wasn't fast enough. I was trying to put you on screen, JP.